Hey everybody. It is Thursday. Um, where do I begin? As all Disney fans were waiting and patiently waiting, sitting on the edge of their seats, so to speak, for the new opening dates for Disney World parks, and lots of things to. I'm sitting up here in New York. Like I said, trip set for September. We're just weighing out our options, the pros and the cons. Is it really going to be worth it? Maybe so, maybe yes, maybe no. For Animal Kingdom, because I have it written down, for Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom, the opening date is July 11th. For Hollywood Studios and Epcot, the date is July 15th. Okay, I actually watched the unfolding of it yesterday. I watched the presentation, as many Disney fans did. I did it through West 2 News because, I don't know, like we have our favorites here in New York, and my husband and myself, we also have favorite news shows down in Florida, which is West 2 News. They're great. I want to give them a shout out. It was very interesting to watch. They did the whole conference on Zoom. You know, the Zoom, they got about like 20 people. I think there was like 2 pages of, all the people on the board. And they Disney came on and they said their thing, and they gave their dates and they're looking for, and then they presented how they will go about, how they have been going about new rules that were in effect. People wearing masks and your hand sanitizing stations, and they also mentioned now virtual queues. I kind of popped up with this one, virtual queues. And what it is that virtual queues, you go to Disney World or you go down there. They actually have it on my Disney app. So the changes have been posted on my Disney app experience. So if you have a trip coming up, I suggest you go on there. So nothing past July 11th. So if you have, now they were booking vacations starting July 1st. Those are going to probably have to be moved because somebody else, a friend of mine, actually has for July 4th. Not going to happen. So they have to either wait to get an email, or they just have to call Disney themselves, give their reservation number. Right now, Disney is actually working with that. They're not taking any new reservations as far as now, because they have to tweak all the original ones that were already made. People are shifting down. A lot of people are canceling. I'm just going to put it out there. A lot of people. If you think it's not happening, it is happening. So the jokes are flying on social media, which I can't even be bothered to go near those people anymore, because half of them are this. I know everybody has the right to their own opinion, but the opinions are getting kind of stupid, and that's my opinion. Okay. Oh, good. You're not going? Good. More room for us. Come on, huh? People are going to say what they say. People are going to do what they want to do. All right, anyway. And let me just explain the virtual queue waiting system. A few friends of mine have now just went down to Disney Springs. As of yesterday, they went down the other day for when they opened. Okay, it was all nice and everything. But then again, most of the stores weren't open. Now there's a bigger majority of stores open. World of Disney is open. You got Co-op that's open. You got the Marketplace that's open. I'm talking so much that I'm getting dry from it. And those stores, World of Disney and everything, you now need what's called a virtual queue. They have a virtual queue system. You stand on a long friggin' line, and the line was very long yesterday because it was the first day of opening up World of Disney, and everybody kind of gravitated toward World of Disney first. Okay. Totally understandable. My friend waited in line 2 hours. You get up to that thing. This was her personal time. 2 hours to stand on the line just to give them your name and your phone number. They tell you, they will contact you when to come back to the store, and that's your queue. You have a place to come back to your store, to the store, and then they let you in. That waiting time was 6 hours. The woman says, we're looking here at a 6-hour wait time. Okay. Now you want to go walk around. Okay, there are stores that you can actually walk around and actually go into to look around and shop. But in my personal opinion, those are not the stores that I really want to go to. Now you're just wasting my time. I could just picture me going down there. We're sitting here in New York, we're weighing our options, we're doing the pros and cons, like I said. We're watching other people. I'm watching a load of YouTube videos. I'm watching a bunch of reviews. This is how I learn from my own personal, it's going to be from my own experience in September. That's even if we do this. Right now, we're up in the air. And the thing is that my friend finally got in between 2.5 and 3 hours. They contacted her. She went. Now, the co-op store, she also had to stand online and put her name and phone number. That store, they didn't call her for many, many, many hours. They just, by the time she was already out of Disney Springs, she did what she wanted to do. She was out of Disney Springs. That's when she got the text message. She was already off that property. It's a waste. Because if you really want to go do something, obviously you're going to do the main things that you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to put my name and number on everything. But really, in all reality, the reason why I put my name and phone number on these things is that those are the real stores that I really want to get into. You're going to be missing out on a store here and there. I'm going to tell you something right now. She missed out on going to Co-op. I don't know if they're doing it for Trendy. I don't know if they're doing it for those kind of stores. A few stores, again, were not open. Basin was open. That you could just walk, there is a line. There is markers outside the store, but I guess not too many people were really for that store. So, I mean, you could eat while you're waiting. You could do this while you're waiting. You could just sit on your ass and just do nothing while you're waiting. It is, in my opinion right now, this is like a real big waste of time for the money in which you're going to spend on a trip. Wait, it gets better. For those who don't know, they're doing away. We understand that they're trying to figure out, they're actually going to do away with park hoppers right now. We don't know if this is going to be forever or just for this that's going on. I have park hoppers. I have, you can go as many parks as you want in one day. You're park hopping. You can go as many, if I want to go to Magic Kingdom, I leave Magic Kingdom, I want to go to Epcot. I hop on the thing to Epcot, I want to go to Hollywood Studios. I want to do all that in one day. Here comes the crap. There is now a virtual waiting queue for that. What you have to do is, again, you have to have a reservation and an actual park ticket for that park for that day in order to get into that park. You need a reservation also. So I guess they have to take down what I'm thinking. You have to take down your information. And who's to say you're even going to get into that park that day? That's the one that you really want to get into, Magic Kingdom. The first day that me and my husband always go down, it's the first park that we go to the room, we drop the bags, we maybe take a quick shower, whatever. We get our asses out to the park. That's the first park that we go to is Magic Kingdom. What do you mean I now have to have a reservation to get into I have a whole reservation. I have a trip reservation. Isn't that good enough? This is going to be I'm taking this like really personal in a way. It's like you're on vacation to enjoy yourself, not to have more rules. You have rules every day of your life. You get up, you go to work, you get up, you go to the store, you go here, you go there. Your day is structured, your time is structured, and each day you have a certain amount of things to do in each day at home. You go on vacation, you're supposed to be free from all that. I got big problems with this, and I knew something like this was going to happen. I knew it. I don't know. Please write me, tell me your views on this, because I'm not getting any comments at all, and I'm not getting any likes. So, I know I've been negative for the past few times, but again, all fantasy, this is now reality. And the reality is, if you're paying a few $1,000s for a trip, you're not going to have that much fun. I'm just saying. You got, like I'm up here. We're doing this. I'm doing paperwork. I'm writing everything down. We have to do pros and cons. What's going to be worth it, what's not going to be worth it. So now they're going to take away park hoppers, and now you have to have a reservation. Supposing I don't want to get into that park that day. I want to go to another park. You mean to tell me while I'm at that park, I have to make a reservation for another park? See, this is where the confusion comes in. Disney, you really, let me tell you something. Universal's not even doing this crap. I'm going to tell you. I know they don't have as much property. They have a lot of property, but I don't think they have as much property as Disney. Resorts, I don't think everybody seems to be complaining and asking about resorts. Resorts really weren't mentioned. If you go on the My Disney Experience app, and they'll tell you everything. It should be right there on the front page of your My Disney Experience app. They will tell you. They mentioned some resorts. They mentioned Fort Wilderness Lodge Campground. They mentioned all the biggies. Nothing like for Pop Century or Art of Animation or All Star Resorts. They didn't mention any of those. So if you're really concerned about your trip, I would give them a call. I would, start talking, because you're going to be giving in a lot of money if you didn't already. Your reservation is set. The money is due within a certain time. My money is due for my September trip on August 3rd. This is a lot to think about. So I have some time to think about, to where I say, at the last minute, you know what? I'm canceling. I'm not going. We also have the trip booked for December. Now, that is an actual shorter trip. That's a 4-day trip. By the time you get in there for 4 days, I could just picture this. By the time you get in there for 4 days, if this crap is still going on, you might as well just turn around and come home. They ain't having by the way, they ain't having no fireworks, no special events. Now, does the special events mean that Halloween is canceled? I don't know. You need to call right now and figure that out. I don't know. They're not having any events where it involves crowds. Disney World is all about crowds. But if you keep pulling this crap, you ain't going to have any crowds. And if you think you're going to make a lot more money, you're not. You're just barely going to squeak by, or it's not even a drop in the bucket. I don't know. So now I'm thinking, like, December, does that mean now the Christmas party is canceled? Because basically, there ain't no reason for me going to the Christmas party either. You just lost me now. I don't understand. I don't know. We don't have the Christmas party tickets because they didn't go on sale yet. If they were smart, they would put a disclaimer up now and say, we're not having the Christmas party. So this would get a lot off of other people's minds, so this way that they know what to do with themselves during the Christmas holiday season. This is insane. This is insane. You pushed yourselves to open only to discourage many people from far and wide. I don't know if that was like a scare tactic or what. That's the word I'm going to use, scare tactic. People, remember Disney, and I stated this before, your money makers are people who come from other countries and other states. Without us, you really have nothing. You really don't. You're going to learn this the hard way. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. So people need to realize that. What you just did for me, my husband has his own opinions on it. I'm the one that's doing all the information. I'm the one that's doing all this. I relay the information to him. If he wants to make a decision, what he wants to do, I don't have to agree with it. But that's his own decision, and that's his own opinion. But in all reality, you're spending a lot of money on a trip. We don't have children, so in a way, that's actually a good thing for us. It's just us, my husband and myself. So it's easier for us to make a decision, because if you had children, I could sympathize with a bunch of parents right now who have children that, it's not, will it be fun for your children? Will it not be fun? Okay, they also canceled, speaking of children, no meet and greets. No meet and greets. What do? Walk by them? Oh, are they roped off? Do you just wave to them? That is not what you paid for. That is not what you paid for. I was sitting here the other day. I was sitting here yesterday, as a matter of fact, looking at my pictures, past pictures of just last year. I managed to meet Rapunzel and Tiana. And I have pictures of me and Rapunzel and Tiana, and I had asked them each, I said, can I give you a hug for one of the pictures? Because I have my photo pass. She said, absolutely. And I have those pictures of me and Tiana hugging, nice big embrace hug in the picture, and me and Rapunzel. I look back at those pictures now from last year. Boy, am I going to treasure them. I'm going to treasure them. Because as of now, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. That's sad. And I can just imagine for a child who's never met they want to meet their favorite character, and now to know that they can't do it. Hello, reality. That's going to be traumatic for a child. I sympathize with parents who have children right now. It's sad. That's sad, because that's all the more reason why you go to these places. Baymax. Last year, my husband and myself, we hung out with Baymax. I have myself giving him a nice squishy, he's like a big marshmallow. I give him a nice squishy hug, and I have that shot. And I have that shot to look at. And that's a nice memory for me. But for a child, that's going to be sad. How do you explain, especially to like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old who doesn't really understand yet? How do you explain this to them? I sympathize with you. My heart is with you parents right now. It's a shame. But that's going to be it. The gatherings, the fireworks are out, special events are out. They mentioned special events. That causes a huge gathering. At this point, my opinion, why even go? They're just going to basically have maybe out-of-towners down there and the Floridians. Way to go. And within July, like the first 2 weeks of July into the beginning of August, I'm going to be very interested of watching the numbers for the COVID. I don't think we ain't going to be doing that either, sitting home, because I will be doing that. You go on the Department of Health, Florida Department of Health, and you could just look. You know, that's their main source. That's their organization down there. So, all right, people. This was my rant for today. A lot of things have been brought up. Not happy about a lot of things. If people are just going to wing it and just, oh, well, that's okay. That's it. You're spending a lot of money to say, oh, well, that's okay. You know, remember that. And it's your money coming out of your pocket. Not to mention, I'm going to say it again, over 2 million people who are now out of work. Okay. I'm just going to leave that right there. Okay, then. Love to all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for, give me an opinion. Tell me what you think about it. What about the rules? So it's a rough road. All right. Take care. Love to all. Bye-bye.